Ahoy, people! I am back from summer vacation, and I've decided to prowl the grounds of the internet to see what's new because there's not a lot of stuff to talk about recently, like not to criticize anyone at all. So I decided to dig a little deeper, and I did find something here. And you've got to check this out. I've heard feminists make this claim before, but it's not just them, as others have made that statement too. For example, meet Alidity. She was known to be a thought a few years ago, and although I don't have Twitter, I heard that she made headlines when she made this little video right here.
There's this hypothesis, and it's a pretty it's a hypothesis that kind of stands, and it has biological reasons. But for a guy that is in a relationship to be interested in other girls, that's just cheating. But if a girl who's in a relationship becomes interested in another guy, it often means that she's not getting what she needs to get from that relationship. That there is something wrong in that relationship that she's in. And it doesn't always happen. But it is very common because women don't tend to cheat unless there's something wrong with the relationship they have.
Now, you're probably thinking that she's just doing this for attention, that all publicity is good publicity, and she's probably doing this just to capitalize off of views. And, well, that's what thoughts do, but, she could mean it as well, because many ladies are actually trying to victimize themselves if they cheat. Another YouTuber, which I strongly dislike, called Charlotte Dobre, actually does the same thing that only men can cheat.
For those guys that are down below and they're like, oh, well, we're the girl. Listen, I looked at like 3 or 4 different articles and it's all men. It's all men that did the cheating. If you want to send me an article of women doing the cheating, by all means, send it. But can't argue with science.
I love how these people use science to support their claims, and then they pull random numbers from some dark hole to try and make the worst excuses for cheating. And holy hell, there are some really crappy excuses for cheating.
What's the worst excuse you've heard for cheating? My ex was very into astrology. She cheated and later blamed the Great American Eclipse of August 2017. College roommate would cheat on his girlfriend a few times a semester, then feel awful about it and realize how much he loved his girlfriend. He started to rationalize that you need to cheat to stay faithful. I didn't even enjoy it because I was thinking about you the whole time and I felt terrible. My favorite, the only reason I didn't cheat on you the last 3 months was because the job I had didn't give me an opportunity. Another favorite, well, I gave her a ride home and she didn't have cash, what else was I supposed to do? A friend in college cheated on his girlfriend because she told him he had to stop eating Pop-Tarts to lose weight, and he didn't know how to break up with her. When she found out, he straight up told her to her face he couldn't give up Pop-Tarts. I wish that was a lie, those things are high as fuck in calories. A dick has no conscience. My late brother-in-law used that one. I used to think yeah, but the dick it's attached to is supposed to. Ex-girlfriend cheated when I fell asleep. Said since I wasn't responding, she assumed I was doing the same, so she cheated. Whack. I said to a woman once, I'm married, and she said, that's okay, I'm married too. When they get caught, they try to play the humans aren't meant to be monogamous card. I'm like, if you don't believe in monogamy, why did you even marry in the first place only to cheat later?
Now listen up, people. If your significant other cheats on you, and this is regardless of which gender you are, and then they blame you for it, well, there's a good response for that. There is absolutely no excuse for cheating. If something is wrong in your relationship, you talk about it. And you try to work it out. If that doesn't work and you just can't be in a relationship with that other person, then it's a good time to end that relationship. Cheating, that's just cruel. I mean, that is just something that cannot be considered moral at all. I remember a couple years ago in New York, a wife was actually caught cheating and her husband made her walk naked down the street with an "I'm a cheater" sign, and feminists completely blasted that video. But regardless of who cheats in a relationship, I think the punishment should be that scene from Game of Thrones.
Shame. 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 Shame.